and welcome to another episode of the Ultimate Decades Challenge. We are now in the second half of 1333. In the first half, Alyson got engaged to her lover Jamari. Stephanie hired a young man to work at the forge, hoping he might marry one of her daughters, only to have him fall in love with her instead. And we lost Kaylin's wife Becca following the birth of their twin daughters. Today, we are starting off in our main household because Alyson is going to get ready for her wedding. So I've just started the wedding event. And where is Alyson? Okay, here she is. Oh, look at them. They're getting ready to tie the knot. So this is probably an outfit that Fatima made for Alyson. It's pretty similar to what she normally wears, but I guess she probably spruced it up a little just for the wedding. All of the guests should be arriving soon. And I have no clue what sort of outfits our guests are going to arrive in because it says they're supposed to arrive in their formal outfits. But when I was doing the weddings for the last episode, I had all sorts of... There, it begins. We've already got... What even is this? I had someone show up in a hot dog costume when I was doing Zayne's wedding, so that was great. Oh, what is this? Esther, come on. See, it's not even part of her outfits, so I have no clue what that even is, what all that's about. Oh, Stephanie, what? He's wearing slippers with like a monk outfit. Come on, Kaylin, I know you just lost your wife, but it's not a reason to start acting weird. So how's Stephanie doing? Does she have a belly? She better not be pregnant. And my game froze. MC Dresser tends to do that to me. Okay, we're back. And hopefully nobody else arrives with weird outfits. I don't even know what they're reacting to. We're gonna start with the ceremony just to get it out of the way before things get too buggy. So we're gonna get everybody to gather here. Oh, look at them. It's like they're not even joining the guests. They're just like spending time to... Oh, never mind. She changed her mind. Brayden has the following skill: fabrication. Okay, whatever. Oh, he's autonomously flirting with Fatima. That's a relationship that's going well. Okay, so come on. Let's go and get this ceremony out of the way. Yeah, we have a lack of seating here, but it's okay. The other ones can, the other people can just watch from the back. I probably should have prepared a feast, but I didn't. This here is Kaylin. She is Jamari's sister, and she also works at the castle. So initially, Jamari and Kaylin were on the gallery. They're Sims by Rania, and they were married, but I broke them up and had them be brother and sister instead. And Jamari went to wash his hands before the ceremony. Oh, he wants to get married. Well, coming right up. And you know what? I had a look at his traits over here, and he's actually perfect. He's shy, so that's why he had an opposites attract sentiment with her. He's a child of summer, he's socially awkward, and he's family oriented. So she's like the outgoing one, and he's the shy, reserved one, but they both have a dream of having a big family. So, he has a money aspiration, but I might actually change that. It's going to become family. Super parent. Oh, big happy family. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Awesome. Okay, so time to get these guys married. And I know it's going to bug out because Alyson is still a teen, so the animation is probably going to bug out, but, well, I don't want to age her up and age her back down just for this, so we'll live with it. And look at them watching the ceremony from all the way over there. Oh, Kaylin there is crying. Oh. I like how they're just sort of standing awkwardly in the middle of the aisle. Alexander is trying to be like part of the ceremony or something. Oops, he put the ring on nothing. It's okay. We know you're a teen, Alyson. Someday I'll do the weddings with young adults and oops, and everything will be fine. Oh, congrats! They are now married. And right, so they were removed from the singles club. That's fine. All right, so Another successful wedding, and this is officially the last of Gen 2 getting settled. This is just in time for Gen 3 to start aging up into teens. So we had Nicolette in the last episode who became a teen, and next year we're actually going to have Romarin, our heir, rolled to become a teen. So, oh, look at her bladder going down. I wonder if she's pregnant already. Should I take a pregnancy test? Nah. Let's keep the surprise. Okay, so Jamari, you're gonna try and impress your new family. And you're gonna come and cook for everyone. Here, come make some onion soup. Everybody loves onion soup, right? Oh, hang on a second. No, it's not Romarin's birthday next year. It's Celeste and Edward's birthday to age up into children, and then the year following that is going to be Romarin's birthday, and then after that it's going to be the war. So Romarin is going to age up just in time for the war, and Khalil came from the well, and so he doesn't really have a birthday. I figure that the year that he came out of the well is going to be the year where he started his child life stage, so he's actually just 1 year younger than Romarin is. Jamari is cross-stitching? At his own wedding, he went and sat down to cross-stitch. I mean, he is shy. It makes sense. Alright, so... Oh, we had throw rice as one of the activities and have speeches. Okay, wait. Let's have Brayden maybe come and give a speech. Oh, it's... I think Zayne would probably want to give a speech. Can I ask Zayne? Oh, give speech. There we go. Awkward Zayne. I should probably give him the socially awkward trait. There, everybody's gathering for Zayne's... Oh, thanks, Noah. Appropriate. Yeah, you probably should be wearing diapers. He just doesn't care. He's talking over Zayne. I like how she's going to tend the garden. Like, okay, Zayne, your speech is too boring. Goodbye now. Okay, we were just missing throw rice, but... Oh! Alexander and who's... Oh, Jamari went in to play in... Black White Sheep will soon leave? Okay, never to return. I'm sorry, Sheep. It's just that, you know, I have other households I need to take care of, you know? It's kind of annoying that Sims won't take care of their own animals if you don't play that household. See, now the sheep just doesn't even want to come out anymore. And it's like, no, I'm too depressed. Oh, well, that's nice. This here is Tristan, so he's their, he's Brayden's half-brother, technically. He's here caring for the garden, which is nice because Brayden obviously has no intention to do it himself, and a storm just started. A storm just suddenly started. Okay, everybody, time to get inside. I don't need anyone dying from... Oh, even my daughter doesn't like the storm. I don't need anyone dying from being hit by lightning because I actually have a mod. You know, oh, she wants to woohoo in the shower. Okay, let's do it. I have a mod which makes electricity a lot more dangerous than base game. And so I'm afraid they might actually die if they're left out in the storm. All right, so is everyone inside? Oh, now the sheep decides to come out. Oh, it's filthy. Poor thing. Well, oh, Kaylin. You guys, can I call you guys over? Yeah, call over. Okay, come inside, friends. It's not a wedding unless someone dies, is it? Oh no. Okay, you two as well. Come inside. Share big news? Oh, she's pregnant! I didn't even notice that. Oh, did I get a notification and I didn't even notice? Oopsie. But they're not... Usually all of my Sims freak out over the storm and run inside, and what are these two doing? Okay, well, that was a great wedding. Everyone is now stuck inside. I guess since we're at it, she might as well share the big news. Butt spank. Share big news. He's not taking it as well as I thought he would be, but he's family oriented. And he would be happy to have a child. Okay, well that was underwhelming, Jamari. Maybe he's worried because now that they're married, for now, he has moved in with them here. While I was playing off camera, Jamari kept playing with the Lord's sons, and I figure, oh, he wants to ask her about her day. I figure that perhaps he has a really good relationship with the Lord, and and the Lord has decided to grant them a small dairy farm. So we could say the previous caretaker passed away and didn't have anyone who could inherit the farm, and so he decided that Jamari and his new wife would take over the farm. Especially because Alyson does have prior experience taking care of cows on Braden's farm, and she happens to be the only person in Henford or Windenburg with the cheese making skill. So a dairy farm is actually perfect for her. Okay, now everybody's stuck inside, but we only have a single toilet. That could get dangerous. Oh no, okay, the wedding's over. I didn't even notice everybody leave. I'm always so busy talking. Oh, the storm even ended. Okay, it's fine. Everything is fine. Alyson here is now married and cream cheese spoiled. Oopsie. And she's going to be leaving soon to live on the dairy farm that the Lord has granted to her and Jamari. She is going to stay one night here though, because they're waiting for the farm to actually be ready for them. I'm there watching Braden practice his archery skill, and I should probably send him to go take care of his farm. Oh man. Here, Romarin is gonna come help him. He has the stressies from Strict Family Dynamic. Really? Does he have a strict dynamic with Fatima? I kind of forgot about that. Right, so Romarin is going to have his teen role in 1335, so that's 2 years before the war. And then Khalil, oh, look at Khalil becoming friends with his little sister. And then Khalil is going to become a teen in 1336. So both of our boys are going to be teens just in time for the war, so they might be sent off. So Becca's death in the last episode would actually make this the 4th spouse to pass away out of all of our active households. So we had Brandon pass away in Stephanie's household, we had Becca, and then in the one household that we're not really following on the Baker side, Vasco's wife actually rolled to die in 1334. And then, of course, we've got Daisy, who rolled to die in 7 years. So we've got none of our active Gen 2 Sims who rolled to die, but 4 spouses already. So we're having a bit of trouble with the spouses at the moment. I hope we might get better luck with Gen 3. And Alyson is a jealous Sim. Oh, I forgot about that. Alyson just became good friends with Jamari, working on Braden's farm at 11 p.m. You know, gotta keep them working while they're still here, because soon we're just gonna have 2 adults left. And there is a lot of work on this farm that the kids can't actually do. Oh, look at the 2 little Todds. Oh, Rosa just gave birth to a baby girl. Right, so Rosa got pregnant apparently in between episodes, because in between episodes what I do is I go around all of the side households, I check if they have any pregnancies left, and if it's been like over a year since they last had a baby, I have them try for a baby. Since I'm using individual fertility rates now, it's not guaranteed that they will get pregnant, so it's sort of spacing out the pregnancies a little bit, which I quite like. So let's find a name for this new little baby. Oh, Amicia. That's the first name. Amicia Verviers. I like that. Isn't that the name of the main character in, is it A Plague's Tale? And while I've got this pop-up, I might actually just do the rolls right away. And if they pass away, I guess I'll go and do that off screen. All right, so rolling for Mama first, she needs to avoid a 1. Rosa just barely makes it. And then baby needs to avoid 5, 10. Oh, she's fine. And rolling for infancy. 2 14s. I get a lot of doubles. It seems unnatural. 14 is fine, so she survives to infancy. Fun. Rosa has had really good luck with all of her children so far. She's had 3 children and all of them are healthy. Although since she rolled a 2, we could say that it was an extremely hard labor, and Auguste is now actually out of baby tries, so perhaps we could say that she no longer wants to have any children because this last pregnancy and labor were so hard on her that she would rather avoid any further pregnancies. You know, one thing I should do is actually get Lucan to meet his grandchildren, you know, because ever since August got married to Rosa, I just sort of let them live their own life and I haven't really been to see them all that much except to do the age ups. But it would be a lot of fun, I think, if we could go and see Lucan and have Lucan meet his little grandchildren, you know? Gemma's grandchildren. I can barely even imagine it. And Lucan is so protective, he would probably really want to see them and, you know, just make sure that their lives are gonna go well, do anything he can to help them out. Bro, where are you going to eat that onion soup? It's raining outside and he just decided he would come sit on this stump. This is the spot to eat your onion soup, nowhere else. Oh, I have a, right, so I have a seat here for the toddlers, but Celeste was already sitting there. Okay, so I've been meaning to do this since I loaded into the game. I wanted to check Romarin's traits. I've actually forgotten his traits. I thought he was like a really chill, loves nature sort of guy, but he's actually not. He is spoiled, likable. Oh, he is calm though. So I completely forgot that he was spoiled, but this is where his thing about being the only child, and then having that ruined by the arrival of Khalil and the twins. You know, he was alone for such a long time that I think he's having a hard time getting used to siblings. It says these Sims are given everything, but it's never enough, never appreciated. They are very demanding and usually get what they want. And, you know, this actually brings me back to Brayden. Brayden could be considered a little bit spoiled, and Fatima was raised in a higher class home, so it's not really Romarin's fault. He is likable though, so he builds friendship slightly faster and he's calm, so he tends to be fine and doesn't get very excited. So, okay. I can't wait to see what his teen trait is gonna be. As for Khalil, he's a squeamish, evil goofball. Right, so this is like, he's like a mischievous little imp or something. I bet he's gonna want to get up to all sorts of trouble once he's gonna be a teen. It's kind of amusing that he's squeamish though. Like, he was meant for bigger and better things, but no. The demon in the well sent him to this hole. Oh, Alyson is sleeping in her childhood bed here. Well, not really childhood. She's been here since she was 13 years old. I have another double bed here that I meant for them to sleep in. Right, so Adriana used this bed and then Alexander used this bed, and I meant this to be the bed that Jamari and Alyson would spend their wedding night in, but Alyson just decided, you know, it's my last night in my brother's home where I've spent several happy years, and so I'm just gonna sleep in my little bed here alone. And she better enjoy it, because from now on, you will never be alone again, girl. You're gonna have your husband, and you're gonna have your 10 baby tries, so you'll never be alone again. Which I'm sure she's fine with. She's a sociable one, you know, outgoing, perky, animal whisperer. Oh, Khalil. I can't wait to see what he looks like as a teen, you know, like his adult face. I feel like he should be like a short king, you know? He just strikes me as someone who would grow up to be short. Work on awkwardness in the mirror to increase charisma. Aw. Oh, we don't have mirrors though. We would need like a medieval equivalent of a mirror. At least just for the interactions, you know? Maybe like a bowl of water where he can look at his reflection? I don't know. What could he talk to? A straw doll, maybe? Alyson is going through a phase. She's gonna have a bit of a mean streak. Okay, we could say it's the pregnancy hormones. Okay, Alyson? Go away. Khalil, you little jerk! He told Jamari to go away, and he's uncomfortable from emptying the trash. What, was Jamari the trash? That's not nice. Poor Jamari, not being welcomed in the family. He must really be looking forward to leaving this house, you know? It's like he's living with his brother-in-law, but his brother-in-law has all these kids, and one of them is an evil little twerp. And being the shy, socially awkward guy that he is, he probably just wants to go live in his own home with his wife and have his own children. The dairy farm is pretty much out of the way, so I think he's going to be happy as well that he's not in a city center anymore. Meanwhile, Alyson might actually miss being around family, but she's gonna have lots of children of her own, so they're gonna keep her company. She's not gonna be lonely for long. Oh no, she has morning sickness. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. The worst trimester, in my opinion. I much prefer being a big balloon in the third trimester than the morning sickness and the tiredness of the first one. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I have the family tree currently linked in the video description if you're ever curious about it or you want to remember who someone is. And you might notice that I changed the names of Kaylin's twin daughters. I thought it was amusing that his first daughter was automatically named Lorna and then his second daughter was named Layla. And so I renamed the third daughter Lida so that we have all L names. And Lida is actually based on the character in Andor. I don't know if any of you have been watching that series, but I absolutely love it. And so I really like the name Lida. Brayden working on that nectar to try and impress our lord. I wonder what he thinks about while he's doing this. Oops.
Jorby.
Jorby, yeah. I can add fertilizer when I clean the laundry. That doesn't seem very efficient. So we have this little watermill here at the front of our lot that has just sort of been sitting there and hasn't really been used for anything. And I'm trying to think of ideas of what we could do with it. Like maybe turn it into a little... Oh! Emily had a baby with Zayne! Okay, we're gonna go and look in on them because it's Zayne's first baby. But what I was going to say is I'm not really sure what to do with this front little room here. Maybe turn it into a shop, or it could be a home for Rosemary eventually. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any ideas what we could put in here, because Brayden has a lot of nectar that he's made, so perhaps we could open a shop to sell that instead of going to the castle, but I feel like Brayden would prefer to sell it to the castle, so I'm not really sure. Oh no, all the weeds grew back overnight. Right, so before we go and look in on Zayne, and before we have Alyson and Jamari move to their new home, I might actually have them come out in the fields to work, just so that, you know, I don't need to have Brayden do all of that himself. I'm sorry if you guys can hear any background noise in this episode. That is because we're having a mild heat wave at the moment, and I have to keep the windows open, otherwise I might melt. Aw, Romarin the spoiled child has a sore back from his cheap bed. He wants to level up in creativity. Okay, why not? And he also wants to get more comfortable. Nothing says feeling better quite like not actually feeling better. What? Alright, so before I forget, let's remove Alyson's inheritance from our simoleons. And that is the last of the inheritance money that Brayden owed his siblings. So all that's left now is to pay back the 36,000 simoleons that he owes to Quentin, and then we are going to be officially debt-free and no longer at risk of being sent to our brother's prison. Because wouldn't that be great? Having Brayden sent to be a prisoner under Alexander. Aw, Brayden, you were supposed to work out in the fields, but you're here chatting with your son instead. It's okay, I forgive you. It's a good reason. Talking about dust bunnies. That's one of the only packs I don't have. I don't have the Bust the Dust kit or whatever it's called. I'm a bit afraid of it. What are these bunnies doing? They're just sort of sitting there? Okay. You do you. Okay, so I am just about done all the work that we had to do on the farm, and so I am going to take Alyson and Jamari, and we are going to go and get them settled into their new home before we go on to see Zayne and his new baby. Oh my gosh, I left the stupid dice roller on this whole time. Alright, so we are here at Jamari and Alyson's little dairy farm. It's looking quite simple. They have just moved in. They haven't really personalized it yet. And they don't even have animals yet. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase those right away. There we go. A bunch of cows for them. So they now have a little dairy farm. This is a lot that I built myself. It's, well, It's functional. We've got the main kitchen here with a table with lots of space for lots of children. We have a small bathroom area over here, and then we've got the bedroom. So we've got, oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot a bassinet. We have a crib, we have a toddler bed, but we don't have a bassinet. So I'm gonna have to go get that. And oh, poor Alyson, already taking a nap. She just got here. Actually, let me assign this bed to them before I forget. Oh, look at Jamari cross-stitching. You should be knitting instead. You should be knitting some bonnets for your future children. And then upstairs, we've got a few little beds up here for future children as well. See, I really got carried away. I am so sure that she's gonna have all of these children and then she might just pass away at the first one. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. There we go. Now we've got a bassinet for our first baby that's on the way. But I don't think she's going to be giving birth today, so these two are actually going to have time to get settled in. I forgot the landscaping. I didn't actually have time to finish it the way I wanted to, so I'm gonna have to come back and finish this this lot here. You know, once they're properly settled in and they start having their first babies, we'll come back to do the rolls, and I'll try and add a little bit more life here so that it looks a little more lived in, you know? Oh, you're walking through the fence. Poor cow. I'm sorry. I didn't plan for that. Now that we've taken a quick look at Jamari and Alyson's new home, we're going to move on to Zayne's home and do the roll for his newborn little baby. Oh, is this the welcome wagon? Oh yeah, it's the welcome wagon. Okay, hang on. Before we go and see Zayne, we're gonna come and welcome our neighbor. So this here is Robert Fisher. He is the local fisherman. He had a bunch of kids. His family was one of the luckiest families actually during the famine. He didn't lose anyone in his family. So we've got a lot of fisher kids all around the world, and they another delivery. Okay, so twins! Oh my gosh, so Endrio's wife had 2 babies, so we might as well go and do those roles as well. I mean, we're here, right? Oh, they're being welcomed to the neighborhood. Jeffrey Barlow. So, oh yeah, Jeffrey Barlow. He was actually one of the suitors for Stephanie, and she ended up marrying Brandon, so he went and married someone else, actually. Now that she's a widow, maybe he would have been interested again, but no, he already got married and has children now. Alyson doesn't really seem to be enjoying their company. Maybe they're noticing that she's pregnant even though they're newlyweds and the nuns suspect something and they don't really agree with what she's done. Oh, it's Anjali! She was the one that Zayne had a bit of a flirtation with. Instant attraction? Excuse me? Don't you dare. Don't you dare come and create chaos in this perfect relationship that they have. Oh no. He was cheated on? No. It's strained? No. What happened? What happened? Who? What? What are you doing? You're too old for her. She's 18 years old and you're like 40. Be greeted? What is wrong with you? Oh, no, Alyson. No, you're not allowed to agree with this. You know what? Oh, Jamari is too shy probably to get rid of him, but... Insult? Why? You two just moved into your new home. You're pregnant with his child. Why would you insult him? No. Okay. We're gonna mock the uncool adult, okay? He decided to flirt with this 18-year-old young lady here. And so we're gonna ask him to leave. We're just gonna say, goodbye, sir. That was inappropriate. Is she even attracted to him? She's not even attracted to him. Okay, go and apologize to your husband. There, apologize for flirting. Or apologize for being flirted with. She still wants to woohoo in the shower? Okay. And this is so ironic too. She has the jealous trait and she's there accepting flirts from a married man twice her age. Alright, so I'm gonna leave these guys here and we're gonna go and look in on Zayne. Alright, so we are here at the... I want to call it the keep, but it's sort of the training ground for the local guard. And we are gonna go look in on little baby Kaylee. Okay, that's a cute name, but I think I might change it to something that sounds a little bit more medieval. And let's get Emily to come and cuddle her new little baby here. I'll even get Zayne up here as well. Right, so I don't know if you guys remember, but the other lady that Zayne had a bit of a flirtation with was Gleda here, and she just kept flirting with Osric in front of him, and so I decided to just go ahead and get those two married. So Osric is now married to Gleda, and Zayne is now— oops, what's happening here? Zayne is now married to Emily. So the way that this happened is actually that off camera, I went and had Zayne go on dates with all of the romantic partners that we have here, and the one that went the best was Emily. So basically, Sister Anjali, who just would not interact autonomously with Osha, they just kept doing playful interactions, and I did try again with Gleda. I just went with Emily, and then Emily, they just kept flirting, and he eventually propositioned her. So, is he romantically reserved? Whatever. After their little woohoo, I figured he didn't really want to have a reputation as a fornicator, so I sent him to propose to her, and it turned out that she was actually pregnant from their single woohoo that they had, and so it turned out well that they got married. And are they going? They are going for a woohoo. Okay, I'll just let them go. Great, while her parents are busy, baby is up here crying. Okay, so here we are with Emily and little baby Kaylee. Rolling for Emily first. Emily is fine. Rolling for Kaylee. Kaylee actually makes it. And then she also survives infancy. Hey, we are lucky with the rolls today, although I shouldn't say that too loud because we still have another household to go to. But for now, Zayne actually has a little bit of luck. Amazing. So Emily is actually mischievous, she's arrogant, she's moody, and she's a barfly, so she's a little bit of a party girl. So I wonder if, being quite young, she got sort of swept up in a romance with Zayne, and after a few years, she might actually get a little bit disillusioned, because another issue that we have is that she's actually shallow and insatiably lustful. So I don't know. And now that she woohooed with Zayne, she actually has a bored moodlet. So I don't know how long things are going to go well with Emily here. She seems like she's an even more extreme version of Fatima. You know, maybe Zayne was a little bit bitter about how things turned out with Fatima, and he went for basically the next best thing, which was a girl who had a crush on him and who sort of reminded him of Fatima, because Fatima is also a barfly. But he ended up with way more than he bargained for. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if poor Zayne gets his happy ending or not. Or, oh my gosh, could you imagine? Emily might actually end up flirting with Osric here, the younger second in command. Anyways, we're gonna let these guys be happy while they can. And, oh, baby's crying. A fox is stalking around your home. Hide your hens, hide your eggs. It's fine. We have no hens and no eggs. Only dirty diapers. All right, so, oh my gosh, it's already midnight? We're already the next day. We're the next year. Okay, hang on. Before I log off, we're gonna go do one last roll. We're gonna go and see Endrio's wife over in Oasis Springs. All right, so we are now in Oasis Springs, where Eudalina, Endrio's wife, has given birth to twins. And this here is his wife that he met while the ship was docked. She is actually a sim that I got off the gallery. She is originally by SRoArc148, and I gave her a little bit of a makeover, and she happened to meet Endrio, and they had a little bit of a whirlwind romance and got married very quickly because she happened to get pregnant, and so she is now living here. I plan to make parents for her because I don't think this home is hers. You know, she's a little young to have her own house already, but I didn't have time yet. So at the moment, she's alone here with her twins, Ephraim and Suzanne. I quite like Ephraim. I'm not sure about Suzanne, but in any case, we are going to go ahead and roll for these guys. Oh, and this is also a lot that I got off the gallery, by the way. It's called Agrabah Home. It's by Anna7906. The original being by Quack Quack 917. My plan is to have her live here with her parents and raise her children here and wait for Endrio's return, because Endrio at the moment is on a ship. He's traveling around the world with his sailor friends, including Lavender, and he is probably going to come back eventually. She probably thinks he's going to be here sooner than he plans to be. I'm not even sure he realizes that he has twins here waiting for him. We're gonna roll for the first twin. So rolling for Eudalina first. She's fine. Rolling for baby. Baby survives. Rolling for infancy. Infancy is also okay. Wow. Okay, I won't celebrate too fast. Let's not celebrate too fast. So baby number 1 is okay. And now what about, oh my gosh, what's happening with the camera? We're gonna roll for the second baby as well. Oh my gosh, the camera's going crazy. Okay, rolling for Eudalina again. Eudalina is fine. Rolling for baby. Baby is fine. Rolling for infancy. Oh, is that a good roll? Yes, it is a good roll. Holy guacamole, we've got all good rolls today. We had the spousal jinx that killed off 4 spouses, but all of our births are okay. We've actually got 2 sets of twins that survived all of their rolls. 3 sets of twins if we count Edward and Celeste, so that's pretty crazy. Alright, so it is already the end of the day and the end of the year. We're actually partly into the next year already. So I'm gonna leave this part here. We had great luck today. We had Alyson get married to Jamari, and we had several births in our side households. I was hoping to go see the jail today to see how things are going with Alexander and Elisaria, but we did not have time. So hopefully in the next episode, next year, we have a few more roles to do, including our twins, Edward and Celeste, who will be aging up to children. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.